you are the CEO of Dutch company DroneQ, and you told me earlier that you think we need to learn to work with robots and artificial intelligence instead of being afraid of especially artificial intelligence, obviously. What does your company do?
Yes, good afternoon. Again, my name is John Troch.
A bit closer, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
This better?
Yeah.
My background actually is 23 years offshore doing inspections with ROVs, so with robotics. And we truly believe that robotics will help our society to obtain more efficiency, especially in the offshore energy. And hence we have created a company where we actually use the robotics to aid in survey and inspection work. But not only that, also the artificial intelligence and data science will help you to create more actionable data. And so we conduct this every day now using the different types of technologies.
Right. And who are your clients in the offshore wind energy and marine renewable sector?
Say again?
Who are your clients? What are your markets?
We follow we follow the wind. So it all starts with the ports, which are important for the manufacturing of the parts of the offshore wind industry. And so we take care of inspection and survey related to the integrity of the ports. As you know, the ports are a vital element in the whole chain of the offshore wind in constructing. And so the integrity of the quay sites, which are usually specially enforced quay sites, are crucial to be able to maintain the speed needed to build offshore wind farms. So it all starts with the ports for us, but we also do the inspection survey in the field. So doing the pre-survey inspections, but also inspections during the O&M phase. As you know, about 62 to 64% of the efficiency of offshore wind parks are spent in O&M. So there's a huge benefit to be reached in that region. And I think robotics will help a lot, but also in reducing emission. It's a great asset to pursue.
Okay, so just to be clear, you're using drones and also robots in the water, or how does it work exactly?
Yeah. Well, we operate ROVs, so remotely operated vehicles, but in conjunction with unmanned surface vessels. And last week we just had a test running that we operated a vehicle from 1,300 kilometers away, and they didn't even notice. So that means that we can be very efficient in deploying all kinds of robotics remotely anywhere in the world from a given location. And in this example, it was in Trondheim in Norway.
Right, okay. So you talked about using your technology in the field of inspection, but you're going to enlarge you're going into other parts of the sector, right?
Yes, that's correct. So again, we follow the wind. So wherever there is offshore wind activities, we are delivering those services. So that's now we're talking with Spain and Italy to do the same thing, but also in Norway to support the offshore wind supply chain with these kinds of advanced services.
Right.
That's correct.
Are there any specific hurdles to your way of working? I mean, is the legislation in place? Or is technically that easy in different countries for you?
Well, technically we are more advanced than regulatory, so law and regulations. It is still not permitted to sail with unmanned vessels on the North Sea. You have to have a special permission. So, however, the technology is even more advanced than the manned vessels. It's still a battle to get the right authorizations to use unmanned vessels and area drones for that matter. So that is a big challenge. So technically we are way ahead of the pack, but regulations is still a big challenge. So instead of supporting innovation, we found more like working against it. So, and that really stands in the way of innovation.
Right, and is there one country where you would say the rules are more adapted to what you can provide?
Yeah, I think for instance, Norway, so the Scandinavian countries are more advanced. They embrace innovation more than the Netherlands or Germany or the UK, for that matter. So I think they are, I mean, more advanced in that perspective and more mature in that perspective. Because given the right technology and the right safety measures and procedures, it can be as safe as any manned operation. But you have to be able to support it as a government. And I think the Scandinavian countries are more advanced in the thought of using robotics. It's also a cultural thing, because it's usually thought of that, oh, this will take away my job. It isn't. It supports your job in a more efficient way. And I think we should embrace that, because it's coming, and there is no way that we can work around it.
All right, well, thank you very much, John.
Yeah, you're
Thank you
welcome.
for joining me. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.